Hello and welcome. I'm Joe Vika and I'm broadcasting from Joe Vika TV. Today I want to talk about Aisha and Odogwu. It's no longer funny. It's no longer a saga. It's no longer prank. It's heading into termination of marriage. The lessons you guys should learn in this thing that is happening. Number one, not all that glitters are good. Marriage is not all about wearing a uniform. How united are you in mind? I know many of you who have been watching them online will be wishing to have a husband like Odogwu. Also, I wish I got married to this girl Aisha. But today, are you still saying the same thing? This saga is getting out of hand and I'm not comfortable. I want to use it to advise some people. Let me start from Odogwu. He made a mistake of not revealing to the wife that he had marriage, he had a child out of wedlock. That's a big mistake, if he really had. Because it could be he is trying to prank the wife. It could be he is trying to know what she would do if such a thing happens. It's possible. But now, as the whole thing is getting out of hand. One of the things that is not making me to make this video is what I started saying online these days. Please listen to one of the video how she was complaining. Please listen to her.
That you are not doing any DNA. To hell with the DNA. You don't care that anything that will happen, let it happen. I've heard you. I am glad that the whole universe is watching and keeping tab. Listen to these things I'm about to say carefully. If you are not a two-faced man, and you know what it means when somebody is two-faced, the man does not have any atom of truth in his mouth. Today he says this, tomorrow he says this. Just forget that person. That person is headed for doom. That person is you can never trust. If you, Chijioke, would come with your kinsmen in front of my kinsmen and your kinsmen, you knelt down. You were pleading. You made everybody believe that the next step you will take is to making a DNA so that we'll know where we'll walk from. After all of those things, you now come back to say now that you are no longer doing any DNA. That you had to think about whatever you are in. It now makes it clear that you are calling my people foolish people. It now means that all these people you gathered, all those meetings, making all those elders to come out in mass to listen to you and to provide solution to the problem you created. You are showing and you're telling them to their faces to hell with everybody. This thing, remember, it is no longer between you and I. It is now family to family. And what you are saying to my family is you don't care. You don't regard them. You don't respect any one of them. That is aside. I'm glad that you are showing your true colors. You were talking about that you married me with your money, blah, blah, blah. Your senses are no longer complete. You married me with your money. Does it make me a slave to you? So because you married me, you paid the token, you paid the bride price in the they were saying that you have been begging that blah blah. You don't want. I don't know how the token you paid. That little thing you paid on my head, does it give you ultimatum over me? Does it make me your slave? So because you married me, because you paid my bride price, does it make you no longer accountable to me? You don't know what marriage is, Chijoke. This is why I don't prescribe to this paying of bride price. Yeah, and I see pay, but I don't, because this thing makes men feel they have rights over women. It makes men feel they can control women. It makes men feel that women are nothing. It makes
So you guys heard her that she hates issue of bride price, so that women man will not control them. Aisha, they say you will never have the value of what you have until you lose it. I'm talking to both of you. Aisha, the line, the road you're treading on is a very rough one, and I don't think you're gonna come out back safely. Why am I saying so? We have culture. We have what is obtainable. A man has to pay the bride price, not the other way around. And you say you hate it because you want it to be a marriage that the two of you are there doing whatever you guys know how to do best. Nobody is the head, nobody is the leader. It is not according to the standard of marriage. Marriage must have a head and have somebody who is on the other way around. You don't have two captains in the ship. If you think you don't want your bride price to pay, don't allow it to happen for the first place. Live on with your single life. Live on with your single life. Now, why I want to also advise Aisha. Do you know you are talking about that he said he's not going to do the DNA? I am not supporting him do or not do. My only point, this DNA would have been done at the beginning of the emergence or appearance of that woman with that child. That should be the starting point before you take a decision to leave the house. This thing is like when you want to use the restroom, you clean your bumbo and start going to the toilet. The decision you take going leaving the house should have been after the DNA. It happened that he's the child, and he didn't tell you. You can take your decision because he's probably maybe trying to prank you. Probably maybe the child is not his own. So the result of DNA hasn't come, and you have already taken decision. Are you Nigerian government that knows the result of election before the election? Aisha, are you INEC that caused the result, that have already written result before the election? It's at the result of what happened at the DNA will make you to take a decision. Now, he now, out of curiosity, out of intention, and he want to get you back and promise before your people that you want to do DNA, and later came back and changed his mind. Well, it shouldn't call for him to be a fool the way you're using your own words on him. And this is the man you say he's your husband. After running him down, are you still going to still live with him in the house, Aisha? I know you're beautiful. You are educated. Even the other day, you were telling him how more educated you are. You came out with 2-1. His result is very bad. Fine and good. But my point, has it gone to that extent? You don't expose your husband. You think that he wants to still move on now after doing DNA for you. Then after running him down, or telling how stupid he is, and tomorrow you want to still live with the same stupid man you have claimed he is, that he said is not correct. It's unfair. You said he don't know what marriage is all about. So marriage is all about two people, two captains staying in a boat. Is that what you mean, Aisha? Aisha, I want to advise you, please tread with caution. This is something you guys would have settled in your home. I know you guys are doing this because this is where you eat from, by people watching you people. Because I don't see any reason somebody has not concluded that he has a child through DNA. You're blocking him on social media not to reach you. After blocking him, it was only through this particular way so that we'll be watching you and be paying your bills. Well, that's the business, I know. So anybody telling them don't go on social media, you are telling them don't eat. You're blocking them the way they eat from. I know you guys will go, but watch what you say on social media. If you think you still want to continue with this marriage, that's my point. Both of you should watch what you say on social media. If you really know that this marriage will still continue tomorrow, not after all this ranting, after all this castigation, running down, you still want the reconciliation. I know the reconciliation will come, but my dear, you have told the world how naked, how empty your partner is, and you are living with an empty partner. That is the implication of what you are doing. Except you have taken a permanent decision in this temporal situation. Having a child is not a big crime. The only crime there that he didn't tell her. It's fine and good. And yes, you have right to take a decision to quit the marriage. And you have taken that decision, quit. Why are you complaining? Why are you so worried? You guys have even told him to come and pick his bride price. Why are you not worried that he says he's not going to do the DNA? It shouldn't be a problem because you have already taken your last decision of letting get out of the whole marriage. Wonderful people, I want you to think of the angle I'm moving. So a marriage has ups and downs. No marriage is perfect, I know. But it don't come to the point, whenever marriage has been exposed to the point, exposing the negative side of each partner, that marriage is ruining. That marriage is going down. It's not going to be a healthy marriage anymore. So I want to encourage Aisha and Odogwu, tread with caution. If they think they still want to reconcile, enough of this running down each other, more especially from the Aisha's point of view on social media. And you guys that are watching, learn your lesson. Everybody is now advising them. Everybody now is a married advisor. In your own case, will you take the advice, or will you even allow people to advise you, or will you advise yourself? When it happens to you, you will not be able to understand. Some of you are, why you, as the condition is moving them now, it's only maybe social media will give them a relief of mind, speaking out. So why are you, when it happens to you, be careful how you're going to handle it. So I want to stop here for today. But Aisha, advising you to go back to your marriage. Leave all this protocol of DNA, whatever. Go back. Except you have made up your mind, you don't want the marriage. Fine and good. Move on with your life. If you don't want to move on, stop disturbing us with all this coming to ceremony to run him down. Odogwu, if you think I know you need the marriage. That's why you even made a net and all those stuff. Then it's not working. You came back and change your mind. Please begin to do your program. And don't let us know that without Aisha, you don't have content to present. Odogwu. Don't let us know that. And that's what I'm seeing. So let's be very careful the way we run each other down on social media. This social media, don't forget, the records are there. Let's be very, very careful. Let me rest my case for now. I remain Joe Vicar. God bless you. I pray for any one of you that having any challenge in marriage. May God bring peace. More especially those marriages that God instituted by himself, because not every marriage was. The Bible says, what God joins together, let no man put asunder. But I'll be asking, does God join every marriage? And the answer is no. So any marriage God does not join together, let man put asunder. So left for you to know the motive of your marriage. You married him because of a celebrity. So it's not God that joined it. But let me not go there. That's a talk for another day. Thank you and God bless you. I love you guys. Bye-bye.